Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today I'll be doing my top 5 favourite crossover games. Now, crossovers in video games are quite well known. Take Fortnite for example, because with that you've got all those different live events. Like I think you had the Galactus one, for example. That was like a while ago. You also had a Star Wars live event that had somehow had referenced in the previous movie in episode 9, because there was that whole message thing. And yeah, and there are a variety of games or a variety of other games that do bring well-known characters into one game, either to tell their own unique story or to have all the characters pit all the characters against each other, that sort of thing, or somewhere in the middle. And this video is just be me just talking about some of my favorite crossover games. So yeah. So for number 5 is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Now with this game, it's a fighting game, but it's like a fighting game with the cast of both Persona 3 and 4. And I think this game is a really fun game. I think it's one of those. It kind of has the feel and I feel like it has the works and the feel of a Street Fighter game, in that it feels very arcadey, and you've got like your basic attacks and you've got like super moves, that sort of thing. But it's got the Persona 4 or the Persona feel to it. And I do like using a bunch of the characters. I think the best character for me is probably Margaret. Margaret. And yeah, I think each of the characters all feel different, especially when it comes to some of the characters' shadows, because there's like, I think from what I remember, there's 2 characters that have 2 different slots. That means one for the normal one and then their shadow form. So that's quite cool. But yeah, I think, and I do like all the different locations that you go to. So the school that the main characters from Persona 4 go to. You've got like a bit of Inaba that you go to hang out. I think there's a cutscene where Chie fights Akihiko there for a beef bowl and stuff like that. It's really, really cool, and I do like the interactions between the cast of Persona 3 and 4. That's quite cool. So yeah, for number 4 is Lego Marvel Super Heroes 1 and 2. Now, I feel like this kind of counts as a crossover game, because you've got a variety of characters from the Marvel universe in the comics. So like, you've got Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, and a variety of other characters that have been seen throughout the variety of the comics. And I think each story or each game feels very different and very unique, because with the first one, it's all about fighting Doctor Doom, Loki, and Galactus, and then towards the end, all of the heroes and villains team up to fight both Loki and Galactus. Then in the second one, it's all about fighting Kang, and who's put different realities and dimensions and places into one. And so basically up to you and the variety of other dimensional characters to team up and fight Kang. And that's quite cool. And I think each location you go to feels very different. I think it's a nice continuation. And I do like how how the second one starts off as soon as the first game finishes. So that's quite cool. I do hope there's a third one, because it kind of sets up a third one at the end. So hopefully there's something quite cool. There is something quite cool to see. So yeah. For number 3 is Mario and Sonic at the various Olympic Games. Now, this is probably, when it comes to this particular game series, a game series that I'm quite nostalgic for, because I remember as a kid I played a lot of the Winter Olympic Games, and yeah, I think when it comes to these games, that's really, really cool, because it's basically just these 2 well-known series coming together to basically play at a variety of Olympic Games. And I do like how because well, I'm mainly going to be talking about the Winter Olympics one because that's my memory of it. I do like how in that one you've got like a variety of games. Like you've got snowboarding, you've got ice hockey, you've got bobsleighing, but then you've got those same mini games, but you can also use power ups as well. So I think in ice hockey you can do like a super move, and you can also use like I think a mushroom to grow larger and just hit it much harder. For bobsleighing, you've got like power ups. I think you can use like green shells and stuff like that. So that's quite cool. And this is just a really nostalgic game series to me because I really loved playing it when I was growing up. So yeah. For number 2 is Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now with this game, it's pretty much a port of the one from the Wii U. But for this one, you've got a variety more characters. So you've got like not only do you have DLC from with the Wii U version, but you've also got new characters from the new Waves DLC for Deluxe. So you've got like characters like Link, Diddy Kong, Kamek, but you've also got the villagers and stuff like that. So I'm kind of technically counting this one kind of like the Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 and 2 one, because you do have other characters from other games joining in. You've also got Mii's as well, so that's quite cool. And I do like the variety of tracks that's dedicated to some of the characters, like the villagers and Link, and how they get their own track. So that's quite cool. And I think all the tracks are really fun. It's a really fun game. And for number 1 is Super Smash Brothers. Now with this one, I think this is probably one of the best crossover games ever because you've got a variety of characters come together to basically fight each other. And I think that's really cool because each character has their own unique moves. So with Link, he mainly uses his like sword and shield and his bombs, and if you're using Toon Link, he's got like fire arrows, that sort of thing. You've got characters outside of Nintendo, so Joker from Persona, Sonic from the Sonic series, Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and stuff like that. So I think with each of these characters, it's really cool just to play as each of these different characters using their own unique moves and trying to see how they work. And I do like how with each game they get more characters, and with Ultimax it's basically every character from every game. And I do like how with each release, when it comes to the characters, it's like, oh, which game or which character are they going to introduce in this new game and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say Smash Bros as a whole is a very fun crossover series just to see which characters will be brought in, who will stay in the next game, who won't be in the next game, that kind of thing. So I think it's really, really cool. So yeah, so that's been my top 5 favorite crossover games. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.